Hey everybody, David Stout here, David Stout Outdoors. Another segment of On the Hook. Got with us Dave, Bradley Day, and Collin Smith. They won our fall series tournament this past Sunday.
So,
it was
sir.
event number 4 or 5, and quite a bag of fish. We had 3 bags over 18 pounds though.
Yes, sir.
It's close.
It was close.
When y'all brought that bag in, I didn't think it was going to be in competition, but you know, old Derek, he always brings a big bag in.
We got lucky.
You always got to show up,
That's right.
especially this time of year with him, because he's one of the best on the lake
He
for
is good.
the next few months for sure, and he's the one that's got the target on his back to beat. So we were blessed to squeak him out barely this time, because
Yeah.
normally
He's
we
good.
don't come out on that side when it's that close.
That's
So
right. That's
we were
right.
fortunate.
We had some good fish weighed in. I think y'all had a big fish tie, 577.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Had split big fish pot. That hurts a little bit, but hey, you got it. You know,
Got it, and got the Happy Gilmore check for it. So
That's
that's,
right.
that's
That's
what
what
I'm
matters.
after.
even the
Yeah.
fancy one, the big
That's
fish,
right.
one, you know,
That's
a
right.
little check.
Hanging on the wall.
Yeah, that's right. They when they weighed in, y'all took over y'all got in the hot seats. We got Clemson Marine this year sponsoring our hot seats, and y'all don't know what it is. It's the current leader sitting in these little very uncomfortable stools, but they don't care because they're leading the tournament.
That's right.
And you stay there till somebody beats you out, and then they get to sit there. Well, y'all got in them, and y'all never had to. Y'all were there for quite a while. Roger Coggins and Cole, they got in there. They were the first ones to weigh in one of these tournaments and sit there the whole time. And that's a long day. You gotta, it makes you a little sore, but it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's right.
worth it. But congratulations on that. And I'd like to thank Clemson Marina. I met them at the boat show this past January, February.
Yes, sir.
And Kim Aiken from Clemson Marina came over and said, we'd like to talk to you about sponsoring the trail. And so I met with Will and Chris over at Green Pond one day, and we talked about it, and that's what they're doing. And we really appreciate them. It's a great facility. I'm sure y'all been there.
Yes, sir.
They sell boats, they repair boats, they rent boats. They got a little grill, a good little restaurant there. Y'all go check them out, Clemson Marine over in Seneca. And real good people to work with. They work with Clemson University quite a bit. But Chris, Will, Kim, thank y'all so much. We really appreciate it. And also, you having to split the big fish. Big fish normally pays $500. You only got $250.
Right.
But since you bought your boat at N&C Marine, you get the N&C bonus. That's $250.
Yes, sir.
So it's almost like it happened for a reason.
That's
You
right.
know, you still got your money.
Still got the money. That's right.
And N&C, they're great people.
They are, and I have a lot of respect for Jesse Elder and everything he done for me and buying the boat. Everybody knows how crazy the times were during when I bought my boat, and they're still crazy now, but it's getting a little bit better. And we were actually waiting on one graph to finish my boat, and we couldn't find it anywhere. And we found it. I told him, I said, I'll help do anything, try to find it so we can get it done. We ended up finding one, and when they closed the dealership at 5 or 5:30, whatever time they closed, one of the guys there left from there and went to Bass Pro Shops and picked my graph up to finish my boat, so it was ready on time. And
Wow.
that just goes to show the kind of people they are up there, and they've always taken care of me, and they're straightforward people. And
That's right. They
Jesse's always helped me out and is always looking out for me, and I just wanted to greatly appreciate him for everything he's done and supporting me. And
They're great. They are good people, and a lot of y'all might remember we did not long ago the Hunter Pill and Benefit. Hunter works at N&C Marine, and I'm sure they're going to miss him a lot when he can't work. I think he's still trying to work some. Hunter's a great guy, super good with boats. I mean,
Yes, he
he's
is.
the best there is. And we can't wait till he gets feeling all better and gets back out on the water with us.
That's right. And actually, Hunter is the person that rigged my boat. And honestly, it's one of the cleanest jobs I've ever seen on a boat. I didn't have to tweak anything when I put it in the water. And so
you can go there and look at a boat, and you know if Hunter done it or someone else. And they've got other good people over there that do them.
Right.
But there's no work like Hunter's work.
He does an excellent job for sure.
And man, we miss Hunter so much. Hunter and Crandall, they fished with us since we started doing tournaments. Back when we was doing the MBAA before we went to Bassmaster. And we miss them a lot and can't wait till they get back in here with us.
That's right.
And so y'all won that one. Y'all spent some time in the hot seats this year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We have.
Y'all probably been in them hot seats more than anybody.
We've spent some time in there, and we really got the ball rolling back when the spring trail started in February, and it's been a blessed year, and the good Lord's took care of us, and just we've spent a lot of time on the water, and
practicing. Yeah, it's been a great year, that's for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of practice, Bradley, how much time do y'all practice? Do you practice together, or in your own boats, or what?
Sometimes we practice together for sure.
Yeah.
But it is 24/7. If we're not on the water, we're thinking about it for sure.
That's
We're,
right.
Looking things up. What can we do? Always brainstorming. What's the next thing? And I think it's helped us overall fishing. With this year, definitely, I've seen us do way better this year than we have in past years, just because all the time.
Yeah. One of the hardest things to do fishing, and I know for a fact, is finding a good fishing partner.
yes,
It's hard.
yes it is.
I mean, you can both be good fishermen, you can be good people. If you fish different, it's not going to work.
Exactly.
Y'all seem to fish, like a machine. How long have y'all known each other a long time?
So we've got a pretty cool story about this, and probably I'm wanting to recall it was around 2014, 2015. I had made a Facebook post about wanting to take somebody fishing that might not have the opportunities I had and all that, and my uncle actually connected me with Bradley's mom at the time, and we started talking, and then I got Bradley's number, and we kind of hooked up from there, and we went fishing for the first time. And when you get in the boat with somebody, and he had been fishing plenty of times before then, but that was just our friendship connection to start.
Yeah.
And so we, after that, it just clicked. We had a blast. We caught a ton of fish, had a good time, and I knew then, he was going to be one of my best friends just because the way he handles himself.
Right.
And on and off the water, and that's important to me. And so once we established that, we started fishing. He got out of high school, and we had so much going on in college. And once all that was done, the past 3 years, we've pretty much fished at least one big trail together. This year we fished 2 trails together, any open we could,
much as we could.
And
that's great.
So that's how that established, and we ain't let off the gas.
That's good.
It's awesome how everything just works out how it's meant to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
it's just
right.
it's so
awesome.
cool.
That's excellent. Now, Collin, you fished all 3 of our 5 log trails this year. Spring,
Yes, sir.
fall, and elite.
Yes, sir.
And I think last year you fished every tournament we've had.
I fished several.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You missed one this year. You
One
missed one, but it wasn't your fault. It was off limits.
One
and I
that was
understand,
important.
yeah, you really, yeah. But you done good. That was 2 weeks ago.
Yes, sir. In the Skeeter
weeks ago.
Championship.
Collin fished the Skeeter Championship and almost brought home a big check there.
Yes, sir.
It was close.
Me and Bradley fished that trail together,
That's
and we
awesome.
fished the championship together, and we came up a little short, but we finished 3rd. And that trail, and it's not any different to me than the 5 Alive. I mean, the competition is the best of the best in this state, Georgia, even some from North Carolina that come and fish these trails. And when you show up on the weekends around here, you know you're going to have to beat the best of the best every
That's
time.
Right. That's right.
And it takes a lot of work to do that.
Yeah, we definitely got good anglers on a regular basis that fish every week with us or every tournament with us. And then this year we had Brian Latimer showed up at one. Britt Myers was here this past one. Britt and little Britt, they're
pretty
they're
tough.
hammered.
Good.
Yes,
they're
good.
They
For
are
sure.
Good everywhere.
And Brian Latimer's good. We had people fished a classic last year, fished with us this year. And I'm glad to see it. I think it just makes you better.
That's
It
right.
does.
Makes you
That's
better. I don't know that any of them got a check from us this year.
Yeah.
And that says a lot about our out of our anglers.
That's right.
Especially Britt Myers being local. Well, Brian Latimer local. You go out here and you beat them on Hartwell,
Right.
and you got some bragging rights.
Like you said, it makes you better because you got to show up with your A game every single.
That's
weekend,
right.
every
That's
time.
right. Yeah, and y'all do, and we appreciate y'all a lot.
We appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how many of you watch our stuff on Facebook. We do the Sunday morning fireside services. A lot of people miss church and don't like it, so that's a chance for them to redeem themselves a little bit. And then Collin here does invocation before every tournament for us, and that's awesome. That is great.
Yes, sir. It's an awesome way to start the day for sure, and I definitely feel better leaving the boat ramp after getting to have that time of worship, and then following it with the prayer. And I know several anglers greatly appreciate like you taking action and listening to us and following some of our wishes too, because that just says a lot about you as a tournament director. And I think so many anglers fish the Five Alive Trail mainly because of who leads that trail.
Well, I appreciate that, Collin. Hey, if it wasn't for y'all and our other anglers, we wouldn't be there.
That's right. It takes everybody. It takes
and
everybody.
We've got good anglers. I mean, we had that situation come up this past week. We thought we may have had a problem, and ended up it wasn't a problem.
Right. Thank goodness.
Yes,
the Lord.
absolutely.
That's right.
But and I was hoping, the whole time, surely, if it's one of our anglers, who would do that? And I couldn't think of a soul.
That's right.
Good.
I just could not think. You've always got, if you hear something happen, you think, well, it's probably him or him. We don't have anybody that came to mind.
I can agree to that.
And that's a good thing.
That's good. Yes, sir.
That's a good
Absolutely.
thing. When y'all are on Hartwell all the time,
Yes, sir.
all the time. Do y'all put brush piles out?
We do not.
You do not.
We do not do it.
Do not fit.
No, sir.
Not at all. We put the time in on the water,
Mm-hmm. That's what it
and
takes.
fish with an open mind. And
So you follow Tyler around and find his brush pile.
oh no, no, not at all, not at all. I don't believe in that whatsoever. It's a shame some people out there
Would do that.
they do that.
Yeah.
And I've had some situations this year where it's happened,
Mm-hmm.
and but at the same time, man, I believe the work you put into it is what you get out of this sport.
That's right. And if you look at our winners on a regular basis, they put the work in.
That's
sir.
right. And
Yes,
the people that go out there and don't put that in, and they'd rather, whether it be follow people around. I mean, you got stories of people watching people with binoculars trying to figure out what they're doing,
That's right.
and
That's
this and that. And to me, that just goes to show the type of person that person is, and it's not going to benefit you in the long run in this sport, because somebody's not going to catch my fish, and I'm not going to catch somebody else's fish.
That's right.
And you got to have your strengths and what you do
What you wanna
best,
do.
and apply different things to different situations. And I think everybody knows on a herring fishery, it changes every week.
It changes every day.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
And
And so,
we were talking about that earlier with the brush piles.
right,
Used to, you could find a brush pile and they'd be loaded with fish. and nothing else around. Now you find a brush pile, you look right over here's another brush pile. And then fish, you got places to go close.
Right.
Yep.
You know, they don't have to swim far.
And they constantly just move around. And
That's right.
Like you said.
Well, the bait does, and
Yep.
the fish follow that bait.
Like you said, it's day by day.
That's right. That's right. And with electronics these days, you go on Hartwell and find brush pile anywhere you go.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
You don't know who owns it, but you can find it.
You
There
can find
is.
it. That's right.
There's several of them out there, and more being put out all the time. Poor old Tommy Royston put a lot out, and then had that boating accident, and he hadn't been able to fish none of them.
I know.
And that's another one we miss, and can't wait to be able to come back.
I know. We think about him a lot and hate the situation he's gone through.
I
And
talked to him just the other day, and looks like he's going to have another surgery on his back. Not doing real well like they were hoping for. But he'll get back.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows Tommy knows he's gonna find a way if anybody can. So he's always the laugh of most of the tournament trails because he'll make you laugh
He
on a
sure
bad
will.
day.
He sure will.
Cut up and have a good time.
Tommy's a great guy. Him and Gary, they fish good together like y'all do, and we're missing them a lot too.
Yes, sir.
But what David Earl was telling me, y'all know David Earl.
Yes, sir.
He works a store that sells tackle, and he said every one of these things we do, people rush in that store to buy whatever we talked about. What do we want David Earl to sell this week?
Man,
By the store, everything.
by the store.
Need
That's what my
everything.
boat looks like. It looks like a tackle store, and sometimes my floorboard at the end of the day looks like the tackle store
Yeah.
when they want to be hard headed.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, people say, you know, you got to throw, say, a rattle trap. Well, I'm not going to throw a rattle trap and wear them out. Y'all are over here throwing a fluke, catching just many fish. You know,
Right.
it's not always one bait that's going to work.
That's right.
It's true.
You got to have confidence in what you're throwing.
That's right.
And I think that's the main thing. These fish will eat anything you throw out there. You just got to make them bite it.
Yeah, and the bait situation. Talk about the lake changing and the fish changing and all that. It goes with baits too. It changes every day.
Yeah.
They might bite one thing one day, and the next day they won't bite it, and they're biting something else, and that's just
Whether it's the color or the action of the bait, whatever it is, it's
So if David Earl's watching this, I'm sure he'll watch it. He probably needs to sell live herring.
Yeah, there you go.
Big good
There you
start.
go.
Big good start.
That'll solve it all, right?
It ain't nobody that fish our tournament trail, but he can sell all the live herring he wants, and they can go catch fish.
That's right. He said every time we do one of these, whatever bait somebody talks about, people rush in the store to buy them. And David's another one we think a lot of. We got the best anglers. We've got some good ones.
Really
And
do.
it kind of cracked me up the other day at weigh-in. I think y'all were there. I know Lane was there, Lane Clark, Tyler Campbell, a bunch of them standing over there talking. And I'm like, I don't think they know that camera's right behind them there.
I remember you
Yeah.
saying something about that because we were all clustered up right there. That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
But I know another angler one time said some stuff, and he didn't know the camera was there either, and we had to go back and beep all that out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. I
That was a long
understand
time
that.
ago. But,
And something I will say, and I mean, I think Bradley can attest to this too, is, several of us, Tyler, Lane, Justin Raines, all of them, we know each other well, and we respect each other. And one thing we really don't do is swap a lot of specific information.
right.
And we respect each other because we know we're all putting the work in, and whoever's
right.
meant to win is going to win no matter who it is.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Absolutely.
that we just believe in the work part of it. And I think that's where you get most of the benefit. And we don't bug each other about, well, you caught them better than me this day. How'd you catch them? We don't do that.
Right.
And so we got a lot of respect for each other across the board.
Yeah. Well, I know our championship's coming up here in about 3 weeks, I think. Before that, we've got our last fall tournament and our last elite tournament. So we got this weekend off, then we're 3 weeks in a row.
Right.
Then Thanksgiving. Then it's pretty much over till February.
That's
till
right.
till next year.
Till next year.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. We'll open registration up Thanksgiving week, I guess.
That's
you know,
right.
That'll
for
be
next
good.
year.
Yep.
But it's a tight points race right now. Real tight points race for the Bassmaster Championship.
Yes.
And we're for y'all that don't know, we're a Bassmaster team trail. We can take one team for every 25 that sign up throughout the season to the Bassmaster Team Championship. It's right here on Lake Hartwell in December 7th through 9th or something like that. And we're going to have some good anglers in there, and hoping y'all get in there, and we got a good shot at keeping that trophy right here
Keep
on
it
Lake
here.
Hartwell.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
We missed it in the spring trail by one place, three
Yep.
points, and me and Bradley fished the fall series together as well, and we couldn't fish one of the tournaments because of the skeeter off limits for the championship. And we've had a first, a third, and a fourth finish in the three
that
we
last
fished.
night. I saw
And,
that last night.
So that's been good, but I fished the elite trail with another great friend of mine, Brady Kimbrell, and we're actually tied for the spot to be in to the team championship going into the last elite. So hopefully the good Lord will take care of us one more time, and
That's right.
we won't be one place short, because Brady missed it one place short in the Palmetto Trail.
Really?
So
Wow.
we've been all over it, any way you look at it, and but hopefully, that last elite tournament we can close that deal and stay on the home pond to
We're
fish.
going to be able to take, I think, 2 from the elite. I think right now we take 3 from the fall trail. We took 5 from spring. If we got our top 10 anglers in there, I believe that trophy and money will stay right here on Lake Hartwell.
I would
That'd be
say it
good.
stands a pretty good chance.
And
Hope so.
a classic appearance.
Yes, that'd be
cool.
awesome for anybody in our area to get an opportunity
That's
like
right.
that, because
That's right.
we got a lot of good people that can represent the sport, and no matter who it is, that would hopefully get an opportunity at that. It'd just be a good thing for the community.
It sure would. We had one that come close to qualifying just a few weeks ago in the Open.
Yep.
Yep.
Old Derek, and he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
But he'll
This gives him another chance.
get there. He
get
won
there.
that other chance bad.
I know he's doing good in the fall series, right, or the elites. I think he's close to qualifying there.
Yeah.
So
I think he's second in the fall series.
Would y'all
right?
beat him by a 1/10 of an ounce?
.10
.10.
is what we got him by.
0.10. I think y'all had what 18.
We had 1881 and he had 1871.
1871.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
yeah,
That's
nerve-
too
it's nerve-wracking.
That's too close for comfort for somebody.
That's close.
For somebody down there loading them in the live well talking about, we ain't got but 17 probably, and he started bagging them fish down there, and I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be all over us. And he put them on the scales up there, and
I tell you what, when you're sitting in that hot seat, and then I'm between you and the sink, when Sean is taking them out of that sink, them were some big fish.
yes,
Yeah, they were healthy.
Yeah, they were all twins.
Sean will usually look around and he'll say, "It's a good bag," and when he does that, you got to watch it because it's going to be a good bag.
That's right.
Yep.
And I don't think he said anything when Derek he dumped him in there and he turned around and grinned. He didn't say a word, and I thought
He knew he was going to be close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It
I
was.
said, "Y'all watch this one now."
That's right.
But yeah, it's man, we got the very best anglers as far as fishing goes, and as far as personality and
Off the water.
yeah, off
Oh,
the
yeah.
water. But they're great. They're
Yes.
great.
I agree.
And that shows, like the other day when y'all were all standing around talking. I mean, it was almost like everybody there was just in a bunch.
That's right.
Yep.
And we don't don't get me wrong, when boat numbers are called, yeah, we're competitors and we're out to cut each other's throat. I mean, I'm just gonna call it for what it is. And But at the end of the day, we come back, we're pulling for each other, and you know, we're all friends, you know, and you can't replace a good friendship.
That's right.
Yeah, the tie big fish was a couple of our buddies. It's pretty cool. It's pretty
Yeah.
funny, honestly.
All we
We're thinking about that a long time. We'll laugh about it for a while. So
all we were worried about was who was getting the Happy Gilmore check, but you took care of that by giving us both one. So
Yeah, this year if you win tournament and you get a big check. This year we're giving both anglers one. Used to we gave one away. First one we ever had, we weren't going to give it away. We used dry erase markers. We was going to use it next tournament. Well, Jason Burrs won it, and he wasn't giving it back. He said, "You're not getting this one." So we had to write with permanent marker on it and make some more. Well, then the second year we done them, we decided we'll just give both anglers one. And
that's pretty cool.
That's
I
pretty
think it's good. I think it's good tradition.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to continue to do that.
It's awesome.
because honestly, seeing that, almost you forget about the money sometimes.
That's what you
You
want.
didn't this last time.
No, because you tried to.
I tried to keep it.
You did. I had to remind
I
you.
did,
didn't I?
yeah. Sean said, "I think I want that too." But you're right. Sean does a great job on. He does them checks for us, and he does a great job. Sean, man, we couldn't do this without Sean.
He's a lot of help.
He's a lot of help. Yeah. And well, anything, any secrets y'all want to give away? I'm sure.
I mean, I'm sure, I'm sure people want a general idea, and I don't mind giving some general information, but we this tournament that we just won, we actually totally switched gears and did something totally different to start the tournament. We hadn't been out there since the Skeeter because a week because I was at the Palmetto Championship. Bradley was at Smith Lake, and so we all come back and bam, we're on the pond. And I said, I knew we needed. It was going to take a couple big bites to contend this time of year, and so we started shallow and caught 2 big ones right off the bat. That almost 6-pounder and then another 4-pounder. And so I knew we had close to 10 pounds and 2
fish,
to start the morning. And I looked at Bradley. I said, we need some 3-pounders to go with it. And we literally went junk fishing 101, had 9 million rods on the deck, just because we haven't been out there in a week. And when you're not out there for a week, it changes so much, especially this time of the year with the bait moving, the fish are moving.
Well, lake turning over.
Right, different areas, like an area you catch them this week, well, the lake may be turned over there, and it's a whole lot tougher, and all you can catch is 1.5 pound fish. But sometimes in that turnover water, the big ones bite too. And actually, we caught our 2 best fish. We're in the turnover.
Really?
And that was a little surprising, but they were shallow. So, but then, we just ran around like a chicken with my head cut off, and I burned probably 30 plus gallons of gas all running from one end of that lake to another, searching for 1 3-pounder at a time. And we caught 3 more 3-pounders.
3 more 3-pounders, all we needed.
Put us right there almost at 19.
Well, that's the bad thing about this time of year. You got to burn some gas.
Yes, you do.
You got to run.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't, and it shows up at weigh-in.
That's right.
It does. But this lake turning over. As soon as if we ever get some rain, and some good, clean, cool water in, this lake will be on fire.
It'll be on fire. I know it'll turn on here.
I'm hoping for our championship.
Yeah.
Yes. November is an awesome month on this lake because there's so much going on.
Last year we had that 26-pound bag weight in our
Right.
championship.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It can produce some big weights in the wintertime for sure.
That's
too.
right. Yes. That's right. Well, y'all, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate
Yes, sir.
you fishing with us more than anything. We've really enjoyed y'all a lot.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir. We
everything
appreciate
you do
you.
with the invocation and all. And we got a few anglers I like people to keep in their prayers. We got Tommy Royston we talked about. We got Hunter Peeling we talked about. We've got Brother Mitch Elder. Mitch is one that helped me start the fireside service. He's down with his back, had surgery, and he's recovering. He's recovering. It's going to take a while though. Talked to him last week on the phone. He is a super, Jesse's dad, super great guy. We've got, I'm sure I'm going to leave some people out. We got Gooden's mom, Miss
Yes,
Jane Sanders.
Miss Jane.
Y'all please pray for Jane. I mean, super, super sweet lady.
Yes, she is.
She needs some prayers right now. And Joey Baskin's wife, Rebecca, has been diagnosed with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So and she's way too young for that. But if y'all keep them in your prayers, and but other than that, man, y'all got anything else?
Y'all come out. November 6th is the next 5 Alive.
November
and
6th.
Show up for that last one.
Come on and fish it. Everybody welcome to fish it November 6th. We're going to cut membership fees in half that day if you're a new member.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And,
awesome.
and we send that to Bassmaster. We can't do nothing about that one.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
But y'all come on out and fish with us. Bradley and Collin will probably even give you their autograph if you come on out.
Oh, God.
Couldn't sell that one
No.
for a penny.
All right, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see you. Collin's hoping in 2 weeks with another one of these with them.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.